Brand new box office breakdown show here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinnenberg. Today, we are breaking down the box office of this past weekend, which was the first box office weekend in the month of April, April 4th to the 6th, 2025, as well as looking at to the 2025 overall numbers, both domestic and worldwide, and previewing three new major releases that are hitting theaters this weekend. So my name is Max Dinnenberg. Welcome back to Max Talks Movies. If you're new to the channel, guys, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews. I do this show every single Monday. I do out-of-theater reactions, movie rankings, if it's franchise or month. So please subscribe and ring that bell. Just so you know, I'm now under 10 subscribers away to get to 300 subscribers, which is a major milestone for this YouTube channel. So please help us. Even if you are a current subscriber of Max Talks Movies, share the video. Under 10 subscribers to go to get to 300. So please let me know in the subscribe and ring that bell. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on the box office? Why did a particular movie have a big weekend? What is going to help other studios crack the code this year at the multiplex? And let me know, what did you see this past weekend? What are you going to see this upcoming weekend? A lot of options for you guys. And also, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. Helps YouTube know that you guys like this content, and it'll share it more on people who don't subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the most positive weekend so far in 2025 at the box office, and that is that a Minecraft movie from Warner Brothers Discovery opens to $162.7 million. This movie was tracking for a $55 to $60 million opening weekend, and not just did it outdo that, add a whole 100 million to the projections. Minecraft has taken over pop culture once again, but in the form of a movie. And this really came out of nowhere. There was not a lot of hype for the movie. A lot of people did not like, even Minecraft fans were not huge fans of the trailers. But like Barbie and Oppenheimer and Avengers Endgame, for example, or Spider-Man No Way Home, this became an event film with loud, ruckus audiences of diehards of the material, clapping. It was a crazy time to look on social media. There's so many people. I feel like on my feed on TikTok and Instagram, like every other video was someone recording themselves in a showing of this movie, and how people are chanting and people are clapping at the moments and saying the lines together and getting all of the references. We just haven't seen that really since Barbie and Oppenheimer, but really those were party scenes, but really not since like a comic book movie like a Spider-Man No Way Home or Avengers Endgame, where you saw those ruckus audiences like that. And not just did that kept happening, but it made a lot of people want to go experience Minecraft in the theaters. Now, obviously, Minecraft is one of the most popular video games of all time. It came out in 2011. So you have a lot of people who played in 2011 are now old enough to have kids who were around that time. Teenagers in 2011 are now old enough to have kids. So now you have a lot of different generations, actually. Minecraft, and a lot of people saying Minecraft is just for kids, but teenagers and really people up to the age of like 25, 26 were the prime audience for this movie, and they came out in droves. This got to be a really good family play. Obviously, the IP of Minecraft is there, but once again, the one thing that we have learned with video game movies is even if the movies are not great, if they please the fans, the diehard fans of the actual games, you will see it do well, both if it's on a show like streaming or if it's on the box office. Look at Super Mario Brothers. That was one of the most successful films a couple years ago. And then you have films like Borderlands that doesn't do well and really offends the fans and becomes a total bomb. Now, yes, are Minecraft and Super Mario Brothers much bigger IPs than Borderlands? Yes, but if you're making an IP based off a video game, it's a good idea to not piss off the fans. Because look at this movie. No, people who like me don't get this movie, who are diehard Minecraft and played Minecraft on and off, but it's something that I'm not passionate about. I played it for like maybe a couple weeks when I was a kid, but I don't really remember it that much. And the Easter eggs and the references I didn't get, they went right over my head. So this movie was not for me. But so many people, basically everyone I know who plays Minecraft, had a blast watching the movie. And those are the people that they clearly made the movie for. And those people came out in droves to see this movie. Obviously, it's a massive win for Warner Brothers Discovery, who really needs it, especially Abdi. I forget the two head studio heads who are currently on the chopping block. They get a huge win here. Now, for the actors, Jack Black has really four major franchises that he is a part of at the moment. He is on fire. Obviously, Kung Fu Panda was just on its fourth movie, so it's still chugging along, doing very, very good. Jumanji 3 is happening, so he's obviously a major part of that franchise. And now he's part of the two of the most successful video game adaptation movies of all time. Because not just was he the lead in Minecraft, but he was Bowser in Super Mario Brothers. So Jack Black is a winner. He's probably going to get a lot more work, especially in these big IP-like things, as he is in so many successful franchises at the moment. Couldn't happen to a better guy. I love Jack Black. I'm happy to see him get this success. Jason Momoa is also another huge winner. People tend to forget that the first Aquaman movie made $1 billion. And Aquaman 2 did very well at the box office. He was obviously a part of Dune 1, and he is returning for Dune 3. So he is becoming a low-key, big-time success at the multiplex. So we'll see if Momoa can land other leading roles. And also, not just Momoa, the lead of the movie, he's also a producer on the film. So that works very well for him. And yes, there were post-credit scenes. I am shocked that we still haven't even gotten an announcement yet for Minecraft 2, but surely this movie will ultimately get a sequel. So what a win. What a time where it felt like the first 3 months of this year have been kind of depressing to cover the box office, where we've had some good movies, not great movies, but nothing really shocking the system at the box office. And we get a movie like Minecraft where no one expected an opening with $160 million. For a movie to project at the max $65 million for its maximum projected opening, for it to outdo that by $100 million, something we never see. If someone covers the box office, usually when there's a projection, if it's above the projection, it's by like $5, maybe $10 million difference. This is shocking. And this movie is a phenomenon. And with not many family films coming up over the next couple weeks, this movie should continue to dominate. Again, this is the highest grossing video game adaptation of all time. $5 million. It beat Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario got to $1.2 billion. So we will see if Minecraft can be the first movie of the year to get to $1 billion. Let's talk about the rest of the movies that are also in theaters. A Working Man is in second place in its second weekend. It did drop 53%, not an awful drop. 7.3 million. It's up to 27.8 domestic. Again, the David Ayer and Jason Statham thing is at work. Do the movies do boffo box office? They don't, but they make these movies for very cheap. And not just does it make enough money theatrically, it dominates when it eventually hits PVOD and then streaming. This is an Amazon MGM film, so it will hit PVOD first. And then after its full PVOD run, it will hit Prime Video. In third place is The Chosen, The Last Supper Part 2. It made $6.9 million. Now, again, The Chosen was in last week's top 5 after for its part 1. Remember, The Chosen is a TV show that they put in theaters and release certain episodes at a time. They're doing this in 3 parts. So last week was part 1. This week is part 2. And if I'm not mistaken, the next week, this upcoming weekend, is part 3 of The Chosen. So it's still doing very well for Fathom Events. Religious films, conservative films are starting to do very well here at the box office. And The Chosen has been the best of them over the last 5 years. On a bad note, Disney Snow White is a total disaster. It dropped another 59% in its third weekend. The movie got 5.9 million this weekend, up to 77.3. The fact that this movie will not get to 100 million domestic is an absolute disaster for Disney. So much so that Disney has already halted beginning production on their live-action Tangled movie, which had Michael Gracie directing, who directed The Greatest Showman. They have put that on hold, and I think Bob Iger and Disney are going to be rethinking how they do these animation and live action movies moving forward, because nothing positive really came from this movie. It's a total disaster. And the fact that it can't even get to the $100 million mark domestically is a very sad thing for this movie. Wrapping up the top five is Blumhouse and Universal's Woman in the Yard. It dropped 52%, 4.5 million. It has made 16.6 so far domestically. Looking overall, guys, at the domestic numbers this year, this is North America, Canada, and the United States. Captain America: Brave New World, last weekend, it is the biggest movie of the year domestically with its $199 million gross, because in one weekend, Minecraft is number 2 with 163 million. So it's our second film of the year, at least getting into the century mark. Dogman at 3 with 97 million. Snow White is at 4 of 77. One of Them Days at 5, which is now available on Netflix, that's at 50 million. Paddington in Peru at 6 with 45 million. Mickey 17 is at 7 with also 45 million. The Monkey is at 8 with 39 million. Den of Thieves 2 Pantera is at 9 of 36 million. And Hard Eyes is at 10 with 30 million domestically. Worldwide, 2 Chinese films are 1 and 2. Biggest movie of the year domestically worldwide is Captain America: Brave New World, which is at 412 million worldwide. Now, again, worldwide is when you combine the domestic box office and the international box office. So Captain America: Brave New World is at 3. Minecraft, and it is just in its opening weekend, is at number 4 worldwide with $313 million for its opening weekend. Huge numbers for a Minecraft movie. Disney's Snow White is at 5 of 168 million worldwide. A Chinese film is at 6. Dogman is at 7 with 133 worldwide. Mickey 17 is at 8 with 127 worldwide. Bridget Jones' Mad About That Boy is at 123. All those numbers come from international for that Bridget Jones. It was a Peacock exclusive movie in the United States, and a Chinese film is at 10. So as I said, there are 3 new wide releases hitting theaters this weekend. You have The Amateur, which is the movie starring Rami Malek, a big cast: Lawrence Fishburne, John Bernthal, Rachel Brosnahan, stacked cast. That movie's coming out on Friday. Warfare, this new film from director Alex Garland. That is a military movie with a ton of basically the next coming movie superstars. You have Will Poulter, Joseph Quinn, Cosmo Jarvis, a huge cast in here. That movie's coming out on Friday. And also coming out is Drop, which is another new movie starring Megan Fahey and Brandon Skelnar, from the director of Happy Death Day. That movie's hitting on Friday. Limited release, you have a religious film, The King of Kings, which is an animated movie telling the story of Jesus, based on the story told by Charles Dickens, and it has a pretty stacked Hollywood cast. For a religious film, you have Oscar Isaac, Kenneth Branagh, Uma Thurman, Pierce Brosnan, Forrest Whitaker, all in voice roles. That is a limited release. And then you have The Last Supper Part 3 that is also hitting theaters. So tons of movies are hitting theaters, but can Minecraft continue its success? We shall see. I have tons of videos, guys, hitting the channel this week. Wednesday, you're going to get my spoiler review for episode 8 of Daredevil Born Again. You're also going to get my at-a-theater reaction for Drop. I'm seeing an early screening of Drop on Wednesday night. So stay tuned, at-a-theater reaction, and more likely a review as well for Drop hitting on Wednesday. Thursday, at-a-theater reaction and review for Warfare. Friday, at-a-theater reaction and review for The Amateur. And then this upcoming Monday, I'll be having my spoiler review for Season 2 of The Last of Us, one of my favorite video game of all time. Season 2 on HBO drops on Sunday, so Monday, you'll get my Last of Us spoiler review, and then either Monday or Tuesday next week, we'll be back here with another Box Office Breakdown show.